Mumbai and Elite Plus Plus. Nidhi, thank you for this great opportunity. And today I think we have the best of the brand leaders who are here for you all to really listen to them and what takeaways they can give you. Please have one or two questions at the end of the session. We'll start the panel. Myself, Barun Banerjee, I have been in the industry for 3.5 decades now.
So the companies will use the less material and more sustainable material for the packaging. If you see the current scenario, most of the alcohol companies, they are doing the lightweighting and they moved heavily from glass to PET, not only because of the cost saving, because of the sustainability. And second, for the circularity, because the design of the packaging will be for the circularity, circular economy, like for the reduce and reuse and refill. So this will be a main, we can see the packaging, and overall the future will be packaging, like the companies will not protect their brands or the product. So future will be, they'll protect the planet and increase the efficiency.
Totally changing. So earlier we used to think about rigid packaging in view of cost, aesthetics, but now sustainability is part of the design itself, wherein all regulations which we have on EPR as well as mandatories on recyclability is shifting the game. So it is no more just the pack which we are designing for shelf, but it is end-to-end system. So the key things which we focus upon is recyclability. At the same time, lot of addition of PCR whenever we do rigid packaging, and lightweighting. So if now the rigid packaging is shifting their games to refill reuse systems, wherein the rigid packaging is no more, a disposable item, but it is very premium, affordable asset which people use it because it is something which, drives the less plastic agenda. Having said that, for India.
Hello. Yeah. I think I can skip this question because Mr. Anirudh Banerjee has in detail covered just a few minutes back. It is so fresh in your memory. And I have years of experience, as Barun has quoted, but I don't have any experience in AI. So I don't have a personal account to kind of give, but what I want to share with this audience is that what I think AI would be doing to a brand owner and how a brand owner will be benefiting from how AI is going to run certain processes. One is, I can clearly see that AI is going to make it a more smarter, faster development cycle for the brand owner. When I talk about, say, an injection molded component development, say, the kind of data that can go into the system, that is hundreds of thousands of, say, mold flow analysis or simulation analysis results.
These days, customers are expecting more from packaging. They want packaging to be lightweight, sustainable, eco-friendly. I think the company who focuses more around this area will definitely lead the next growth phase cycle in India. And I could also see there is a manufacturing shift which is happening. So global companies these days are adopting China plus one model as a sourcing strategy. And India is emerging as one of the preferred manufacturing hub. So this will boost the domestic demand and also export related stuff. My closing comment on this will be like companies who focuses more on producing more and more plastic will not be a winner, whereas the company who focuses more on solving complex packaging problem, sustainability, produce lightweight material, cost effective will definitely emerge as a winner in the long run.
Translating packaging concept into a commercially viable product.
Yeah, thanks Barunda. So from an FMCG perspective, what we never ask is to our converters and our supply partners that can you manufacture this packaging component? The question generally we ask is, can you make millions of such packaging component at consistent quality and right cost. So that's where the real meaning of commercially viable solution to me, that where we can produce a packaging component at scale with right quality and right performance. To bridge that gap between the pilot phase, and I think we all have had experiences where a concept that looks great in 3D but has often failed to meet our expectation at the commercial scale. So to bridge that gap between the pilot phase and the commercial phase, I think we have to consider some key parameters.
So, in price-sensitive markets like India, the question is not about premium versus affordability. It's about delivering the premium value at the affordable price. So, from the FMCG point of view, in FMCG brands, the packaging has to work harder. Not just not just more work harder and not just look premium. So it has to protect the product, offer the convenience, build the trust, and also stand out on the shelf while maintaining the cost efficient. So here the answer lies in the smart design, rather than adding an expensive material, lightweight the structures, then optimize the pack design, high impact aesthetics, then selective premium finishes can elevate the pack.
Okay. And again, next year, I promise that we'll close in. Okay. And again, next year, I promise that we'll close in time.